one is a little bit of a DIY. It's got this lovely engraving at the top, and I just thought, I've got this white wax, shall I have a go and see whether I can white wax this, just to bring out a bit of decorative detail and to stop it looking so old. So it's not old enough to look vintage, it just looks a bit old fashioned. So I thought I might sort of bring it a little bit more up to date by white waxing it. So with my tablespoon to hand, I'm going to open the tin of white wax, which just looks like solid paint. Take my chalk brush, dab it around, and then this is the scary bit. I'm not really a white wax aficionado, but I've seen plenty of YouTubers doing this. So I've seen Julie at Julie's Designs and Signs, and Yvonne at the Ginger Chick Rehab, and also Jane at Second Hand Gem. I think that's the name of Jane's channel. I'll put a link to those channels underneath. And you sort of paint it on. Of course, Jamie Ray Vintage as well. She does this. It does feel slightly counterintuitive as you paste it on, as to whether it's going to stick. And the idea is you paint it on, so it's almost like a sort of see-through white paint, if such a thing exists. And then you buff it all off, so the white will get stuck in those nooks and crannies. And the rest of the surface, it will just sort of be retained with its sort of woody colour. So shall we see whether that has worked? It smells really, really nice. It's got like a sort of bit of a winter glisten on there. So just a sort of modest update. And then wiping, I'm using one of my old muslins from baby days. But just where it's been carved, you get a little bit of the whiteness left in the back there. So I'm going to finish off doing that. And you never know, I can't taste test the gin that's already ready to be bottled because it's the proper alcohol, but I will be waiting with bated breath for I can taste my this year's vintage of Sloe Gin, and I'm going to put a huge sign on this, non-alcoholic Sloe Gin, in order that it means that I get a chance of tasting it. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. Don't forget to leave me a comment, give me a like, and if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel. And fingers crossed, I'll be back here for another 23 videos before Christmas arrives. Oh, thanks, Mary, all the way from the US, perhaps I should have said. Can you tell from my accent? I live in the southeast of England, so about 50 miles from London and probably about 50 miles from historic Tunbridge Wells, so in the southeast of England. Normally, it's not dreadfully hot, not dreadfully cold, and it hardly ever snows, but it's definitely feeling wintry today. So I should say goodbye, and I will catch up with you next time. Now, this is the first time I've done a YouTube live. I do lots of Facebook lives. And I can't, looking at my screen, can't quite work out how to turn the off button off. So perhaps at this stage, I should say that when the video has been published, I will leave all my contact details underneath, and I have a really fantastic Facebook group which is free to join. You can either search for it as Flower Start World or click the link that I'll leave in the video when it gets published, and you're more than welcome to join that. And we talk about things, all things flowers, decorating for a home, gardens, sort of homemaking, that kind of thing. And I do quite a lot of thrift tools as well, but they've always got a flower arranging edge to them. So I've got 4 buttons to choose, so there's going to be a lot of prodding at this point as I decide. It's not the button that I can see that's to turn the camera around. There's a text button, there's then a button with 2 circles, and then with 3 little dots. So I'm going to go for the 3 little dots. And that's not going to work. That says save, share, mute. So then here we go. I'll go the next button along. That brings up the comments. Oh, that's filters for my face. And I think the next one is the comments. So, oh gosh, Aruni, how do I get out of this? I'm going, oh, my big finger over the camera there. If I press the live button, oh gosh, I don't know how to do this. Whoops. What do I do? What do I do? I don't know what I do. Perhaps I'll have to take you off your the tripod and then fiddle around. We've got a very unpleasant view of my under chin area. Let's have a look and see what we can do. Right then, you're up there.